Alright y'all, welcome back. It's Albert LaBelle, and it's time for another product review from the one and only Lockpick Mall. LockpickMall.com. So yeah, what do we got this time? This is a Klom Master Pick Set Tooling System. Okay. Yeah, Master Pick Set Tooling System. NOKL319. I don't know what that means. Yeah, not sure. Okay, L319. But this one on their website, 16-piece auto lockpick set, runs $29.99. Now, I want to point something out real quick. Like, while they do call these, and a lot of other companies do too, auto lockpicks, because they are like they are a wafer type lockpick tools. But they are also handy dandy for any other wafer locks. Double-sided wafer locks, single-sided wafer locks. So it's not necessarily just on vehicles, although obviously vehicles, well, many vehicles do use wafer type locks. But yeah, don't let that fool you. It's not only for auto locks. It's basically for double-sided wafer locks or single-sided wafer locks. So yeah, use it for whatever, man. So what do we got? We got, what did it say? 16 piece, so I'm guessing 15 picks in this tension tool. 3, 6, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, yeah, 15 tools and then the tension tool. So yeah, what do you get? Well, it's pretty friggin' obvious, right? We get a bunch of double-sided wafer tools. Let's just check. I want to find something out real quick and see if these are super cheap or just cheap. What's it say on the handle? Tool Master, it says on the handles right there. Klom Tool Master. So what I wanted to see was if you get some of these that are super cheap, you'll be able to take these right here and okay, these are pretty springy. That's some pretty decent springy steel right there. You see how far I can go with that? And it springs back. Look at that. I mean, you're never going to really spring them that way, but it's a good way to test if they're going to stay bent. Because if they're junk, they're just going to stay bent. Okay, these are springing back. I mean, look at this. That's a torture test. Okay. So, not bad. Definitely some springy steel there. So yeah, double-sided wafer. So obviously, I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but you see what you get. This one here, obviously a little bit offset. Now, why there's so many is because one of these, like this one right here, may work fantastic on a one lock and not on any others. But this one right here is going to work fantastic on a lock that this one doesn't work on, and vice versa. You get the idea? That's why they're all... Look at the difference in the tips there. Okay, you need a lot of options because these are kind of like, well, they are rakes. So they're luck tools. What I call luck tools. You basically just jam it in a lock, and you kind of hope it works to open the lock. There's not a real, there's not a whole lot of talent to use these. To be completely honest with you, there's not a lot of skill behind them. You just shove them in and you hope that one works. If it doesn't, you select another one. That's why there's so many. Okay, and it looks like there's one oddball right there. Where'd this one go? Oh, right back here. This dude right here. Okay. So we got a little... I thought it might be a key extractor, but it's not. Because that tip right there is not a hook in any way, shape, or form. You see that? So I guess just maybe for single-sided. That's why I said these are not just for cars, y'all. They're for wafer locks, wherever you might find them. So yeah, that's cool. Handy dandy. So, again, on this side, a little bit of the same, just different shapes again. Let me grab a couple of these out. Just more options. See the difference in the tips? They just give you more options. You need a lot of options when you're using tools like this because, again, it's a game of luck. Okay, you're going to shove it in the lock, shimmy a little bit, and hope it opens. If that one doesn't work, try another one. So on and so forth until eventually 9 out of 10 times, especially with a kit this large, you're probably going to get that lock open, or you're doing something wrong. So let me show you. I already did try these on a lock, and it's this one right back here. So we're going to take it and the tension tool out of this dude. By the way, not a bad case too, right? And you know, if you were to use these somewhere else, or put these somewhere else, you can use this case for other picks too, I suppose. I don't see why not. It's a decent zipper case. Alright, so let me grab this stuff here and bring in this dude right here. This is for a, where's it at? Nissan Juke. That is an ignition lock. So these are not real easy to pick, like single pin picking. They're not that easy. They are not a high security lock, really, in my opinion, but they're not a low either. Alright, so this dude right here, it's a tension tool for these. You put it in like so, and that keeps the center of the lock open, so we can use tools like this. Alright, so we're going to put a little bit of rotational tension. Put my tool all the way in the back. I love to put my tool way inside. Makes me happy. So I'm going to take my tool and shove it way in. There we go. Give it a little wiggle. Make sure it's all the way in. And put a little rotational tension and just see what we can do here. Reset. Reset. Little rotational tension. Reset. Don't be afraid to reset because you want them wafers to drop back down, to spring back. Okay? Little rotational tension. Reset. It's a game of luck. Come on, baby. You know you want to open. There it goes. We just started that car. You see that? Bada boom, bada bang. And like I said, if this particular one didn't work, just try another one. But it's a game of luck. You're just really trying to make them suckers set for you with a tool that, you know, it's not the key, obviously, but that was the one for this lock right here. Okay? What I like to do personally, let me get this out of the way again for a second. When I'm using these tools, and again, this is just me, I like to go with the more exaggerated ones first and then work my way down, as opposed to, say, starting with something like this one and working my way up to something like this. I will start with this dude because it's got a lot more to it, and then work my way down to something like this. Because again, from my experiences, these right here work better than these right here. And that's just, again, based on my experience. It might work differently for you. But yeah, I like to start with the more busy ones and work my way down to the less busy ones, if that makes sense. So there it is. That is the Klom Master Pick Set Tooling System from the one and only Lockpick Mall for $29.99. And remember, that coupon code still works. When you get to the, actually, I'm just going to leave all that info down in the description section of this video so you can check it out. All right? So that's it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Remember, if you're not subscribed yet, you need to do so because all the cool people are doing it and you don't want to be left out, man. Thank you.